Hey everyone, good morning. Apologies for the random elephant and books on the ground. I just moved into a new house and I'm still getting settled, but this will be my little yoga corner, workout corner. I've got my rebounder over here, another yoga mat and towel. So hopefully as these videos progress and we meet on Tuesday mornings for mindful movement, you'll see the background change and hopefully it will start to look like I moved into my house. But thank you so much for being here. I am so excited to start this series with all of you. And even if you can't make it live and you're watching this recording, I hope that you find it nourishing and beneficial to your body. I have a brief introduction under the classroom tab under my name, Kathleen Carney. Kathleen C, I think is what it says. But for those of you who are just joining this video, like who is about to do some movement with me, again, my name is Kathleen. I am a nutritionist, health coach, yoga teacher, and a theta healer. And this mindful movement series is really meant to focus on my yoga expertise as well as throwing in some of the theta healing. Theta healing is a practice that helps you focus yourself, remove anything that is keeping you from living the life that you want to do. It helps manifest. It helps you listen to your intuition. And so those are some of the things that I really hope that you start to get out of this series, along with moving your body, nourishing your body. I chose 7:30 as a class time because I really like this time to move my body. I think it helps get you centered throughout the day, but doesn't require you to wake up at the crack of dawn. And if you are working a 9 to 5, hopefully by 8:15, 8:30, you can hop off and go about your day, especially if you work from home. It would be pretty easy transition, but that's why we do recording so that if this is not an ideal time for you, you can watch it when it is right for you. Today's is going to be a little bit shorter than usual as we kind of feel into the rhythm and the groove and see what timing works for people on school. It makes me block off either 30 minutes or an hour. I think that 45 minutes is a really good time for this, but maybe 30 minutes is better. Maybe people are looking for the whole hour. So today I'm just going to try out a 30-minute quick little mindful movement, help get you centered and get you on the rest of your day. So if you join me finding a comfortable seat, you can see crisscross, you have your legs out in front of you, you can be sitting on a pillow, on your mat, whatever feels best in your body. And then you can bring your hands to your knees. If you're looking for some grounding, you can place your palms down, or if you're still waking up and looking for some energy, you can place your palms up. I'm kind of looking for both, so maybe I'll do one of each. And then you can start to shut down your eyes or soften your gaze towards the floor, just mitigating any distractions, being really focused on the here and now. Taking a moment to find your breath. And on your next exhale, exhale all the air out of your lungs. On your next inhale, sit up tall. Breathe in through your belly, through your lungs. And then exhale out of your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale, fill up from your belly. Fill up your lungs. Feel your rib cage expand. And then let it go. Last time with this breath, inhale, fill up from your belly. Fill your lungs. Your chest expands. Sigh it out. Nice. This next round of breath, we're gonna do box breathing. So inhale, filling up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time together. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold again. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Return to your normal breath, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then start to invite some organic movement into your body. Maybe you move your shoulders up and down, forwards and backward. Maybe you take some neck circles or move your neck from side to side. As you start to feel into your neck and shoulders, it might feel nice to take some seated cat-cows. For seated cow, drop your shoulders back, inhale, gaze towards the ceiling. For seated cat, exhale, round through your spine, press your hands into your knees. Inhale, seated cow, send your gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, seated cat, tuck your chin into your chest. Nice. Feel free to take 1 or 2 more rounds of those on your own, starting to feel into your body. This is Oliver. He may make some guest appearances. Ooh, and then when you're ready, I'd love for you to place your hands behind your hips. He's doing downward dog. Good job, Quinn. And then plant your feet out in front of you. It might feel good to move your hips up a little bit onto your sits bones. Roll your ankles a little bit. And then come into a crab pose. Lift your hips to the sky. Gaze towards. We're going to hold here for 2 breaths. You can also start to send your gaze towards your back wall. On your exhale, return your hips down to the mat. Nice. Ooh. Nice little heart opener, back bend to get started. And then send your legs out long in front of you. We're going to take a seated twist. No more. Sorry. Bring your right foot across your left leg. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Start to look straight ahead, or you can send your gaze towards the back wall. Check in with your neck, your low back. Find your zone of a good stretch, but never discomfort. 1 more breath. On your next inhale, sweep your left hand behind you. Bring your right leg to meet your left. And then let's switch it out. Left foot will cross your right leg. Right elbow is the outside of your left knee. Open up your chest. You can look straight ahead once again. Start to send your gaze towards the back wall. Once again, find that zone of stretch for you. 2 rounds of breath. Beautiful. On your inhale, sweep the right hand back behind you. Left leg will meet your right. And then I'm going to go this way to be the length of my mat, but you are comfy the way that you were. You can stay as you are. But start to lower all the way down onto your mat. Let your head come down onto the mat. I've got a nice pillow here. And then on your inhale, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Maybe you rock from side to side, left to right. Giving your low back a little massage. Happy baby. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Bring your elbows to the inside of your knees. You can rock from side to side here, continuing to massage the low back. If it feels okay for you, maybe you straighten out one leg. Ooh, you might hear some cracks. And then straighten out the other leg. It's still very early, so it might feel too much to extend both legs. But it might also feel really nourishing, so you decide. And then as you're ready, bring the knees back into the chest and plant your feet down on the mat. Keep the bend in your knees. Bring your fingertips towards your heels and then bring your heels a little bit closer to your glutes. We're going to take a very gentle bridge pose. Lift your hips. Send your gaze towards the ceiling. You don't have to have your hips very high right now. It's still early. Press through your shoulders. It might feel nice to interlace your fingertips underneath your low back, your glutes. One more round of breath. On your exhale, return the hips back down onto the mat. Nice. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And then return to stillness, keeping your knees in the air. Supine figure 4, bring your right ankle across your left knee. Check in with this right hip. This might feel like a good stretch, or maybe your body is asking for more. So you interlace your fingertips behind your left thigh, lift your left foot up off the mat for a little bit more intensity in that right hip. And if your body is craving a bit more, you can start to straighten out the left leg and reach your hands towards the left shin, the left calf. 2 rounds of breath wherever you are. Nice, y'all. Gently release the hands from the left leg. Plant your left foot down onto the mat. Keep your legs in the supine figure 4. Tee out your arms and take a little twist, bringing your right foot down towards the mat, gazing over your right fingertips. 2 rounds of breath. Start to come back to that supine figure 4, and then switch it out. Drop your right foot back down onto the mat, then bring your left ankle across your right knee. Check in with your left hip. It might feel different on this side than the other side. But if you are craving a deeper stretch, you can interlace your fingertips behind your right thigh and lift your right foot up off the mat. And if you're craving an even deeper stretch, you can start to straighten out the right leg, reach your hands towards the right shin, the right calf. 2 rounds of breath. Nice. On your next inhale, you can plant that right foot back down onto the mat. Keep your left leg as it is for that twist. Start to drop your left foot down towards the right side. Gaze over your left fingertips. 2 rounds of breath. Beautiful. On your next inhale, hug back into your chest. That's not what I meant to say. I just meant come back to supine figure 4. And then you can plant your left foot down onto the mat to meet the right. You can untee your arms, bring them by your side. And then hug your knees into your chest one final time. Now I meant to say that. And you can start to rock and roll forwards and backwards to massage your spine. Beware of your pets getting in your way. To come up to a seat and then transition into a neutral tabletop. Again, I'm going to stay this way. My dog will let me, but you can face whichever way feels best to you. In a neutral tabletop, bring your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Send the crown of your head towards the wall in front of you. Gaze between your thumbs. Trying your best to keep a flat spine. Inhale, cow pose. Send your gaze towards the ceiling. Drop your belly. Exhale, cat pose. Send your gaze towards your belly button. Dome through your spine. Inhale, cow. Send the top of your head and your tailbone to the ceiling. Exhale, cat pose. Press the mat away from you. Take a few more rounds of cat cows here, starting to add in whatever variations feel good in your body. Maybe you take some wrist stretches, bringing your fingertips towards your knees, or coming onto the backs of your hands. Maybe you take some toe stretches, tucking your toes and sending your hips back and forwards. Maybe you're looking to relieve some tension this morning, so you pound out the tops of your feet, or make some figure eights or circles with your hips. Starting to listen to your intuition, to your body. What does it need? And then when you're ready, inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. Unscrew a light bulb, rotate the wrists, the shoulder. And as you're ready, thread your needle. Bring your right arm underneath the left. Come onto your right shoulder, your right ear. Now, if this is too much pressure on the right shoulder, the right ear, you can also always just hover the arm. So whatever feels best to you. If you are on your shoulder and your ear, maybe you take a half bind, bringing your left hand to your low back. Maybe you even kickstand your left foot to the side for a little balance. 2 rounds of breath here. Start to bring that left hand, the left knee back to the mat if you did take a variation. And then sweep your right hand back to the sky. Take a few windmills in each direction, forwards and backwards. Nice. And then when you're ready, return to that neutral tabletop pose. Next, we're going to take that on the other side. So inhale, sweep your left arm to the sky. Screw back in the light bulb that you unscrewed on the right side, and then thread your needle. Send your left arm underneath the right. Same thing here. Maybe you hover, or maybe you come down onto your left shoulder, your left ear. Maybe you take the half bind by bringing your right hand to your low back. And maybe you take the challenge by kickstanding your right foot to the side. Ooh. 2 rounds of breath. Start to bring your right arm, your right knee back down to the mat. And then sweep your left arm to the ceiling. Take a few windmills forwards and reverse it backward. Return to a neutral tabletop. Now, if you did kickstand your foot to the side before, we're going to do that same motion again here. So kickstand your right foot to the side. Nice. Once you're here, start to move your hips backwards and forwards. This should feel like a nice, gentle stretch. If it feels okay in your body, maybe you take a funky child's pose, sending your hips all the way back, bringing your arms out a little further in front of you, and bringing your forehead down towards the mat. We're here for 2 rounds of breath. On your next inhale, return to that neutral tabletop. Exhale. Inhale. Press yourself up. Arms will sweep up overhead. My head's a little cut off. Apologies. Plant your left hand down by your side and then extend your right fingertips towards the wall to your left. 2 breaths here. On your next inhale, rise back up. And then bring your right hand towards your right shin or your right ankle. Reach your left fingertips towards your back wall. Nice. On your next inhale, come back up. Exhale, put your hands back down. And return to that neutral tabletop. Nice. Got it there. Take 1 or 2 more rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale to drop the belly. Exhale to dome through the spine. And then return to a neutral tabletop. Let's do that on the other side. Kickstand your left foot to the side. And then start to move forwards and backwards. Taking a nice dynamic stretch here. I'm just getting over a cold, so apologies for the sneezes. And then if it feels okay to you, take that funky child's pose, sink your hips down and back, send your arms out long in front of you, forehead can come down onto the mat. 2 rounds of breath. On your next inhale, come back into a funky tabletop. On your inhale, rise up, arms sweep up overhead. This time, plant your right hand by your side. Extend your left fingertips towards the wall to your right. I'm pretty sure y'all can only see my jaw right now, so apologies. On your next inhale, rise back up. And then counter stretch, bring your left hand towards your left shin, your left ankle, reach your right fingertips towards the wall to your left. On your inhale, rise back up. On your exhale, put your hands down onto the mat and then come back into a tabletop pose. Child's pose, bring your big toes to touch, send your knees the width of the mat, sink your hips down and back. Again, you can reach your fingertips towards the top of your mat. Your forehead can rest on the mat. If it doesn't feel good to have your hands all the way at the top, you can also bring them by your sides. We're here for 2 rounds of breath. Nice. Start to make your way back to a tabletop. Take one final round of cat-cow. Inhale to drop the belly. Exhale to dome through the spine. And then cross your ankles behind you to come to an easy seat. Sit down. The legs can extend out long in front of you. And then you can start to lower all the way down onto your back. Take one transitional breath here. Inhale through your nose, exhale out of your mouth. And then as you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Maybe you rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, send both knees to the right. Tee out the arms for supine twist. Gaze over your left shoulder, your left fingertips. Do your best to keep both of your shoulders grounded down on the mat. On your next inhale, bring the knees back into the chest, reset. And then send your knees over to the left. Gaze over your right shoulder, your right fingertips. And once again, do your best to keep both of your shoulders on your mat. On your next inhale, bring the knees back into the chest and then send your legs up a wall. Stamp the bottoms of your feet onto your ceiling. This might feel good here. We might just stay here, supporting our lymphatic system, or you might take it up a notch, go into a shoulder stand, lifting your hips to the sky, bringing your hands underneath the hips for support. Wherever you are, we're here for 2 rounds of breath. On your next exhale, return your hips back down onto the mat. If you lifted them, plant your feet down onto the mat to take one final bridge pose. Bring your heels closer to your glutes, your fingertips closer to your heels. Inhale, lift your hips to the sky. Press through your shoulders, untuck your chin. 2 rounds of breath. On your exhale, return the hips back down to the mat. Nice. And then if there is 1 or 2 other poses that you would like to take to close out, maybe you want to do a reclined butterfly, bring the soles of your feet together. Maybe you wanted to do a deeper heart opener, you wanted to take a wheel pose. Maybe you're just ready for rest. Wherever you are, start to close out whatever pose you're doing, finish up, and make your way to Shavasana. You can bring your feet to the width of the front of your mat. Your arms can rest by your side, or your left hand can come to your heart, and your right hand can come to your belly to connect to both your heartbeat and your breath. Your eyes can close or your gaze can be soft, taking away any distractions. And then take a moment to just feel the ground beneath you. Find your breath once again. Breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth. And on your next exhale, exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, fill up from your belly, fill up your lungs. Feel your chest expand. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, fill up belly, lungs, rib cage expands. Sigh it out. Last time with this breath, take it on your own. As I explained, the next breath we'll do, it's a 4-7-8 breath. So on your next inhale, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly let it go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time together. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, y'all. Return to your normal breath, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. I want you to take a moment to think of something that you are grateful for today. Maybe it's for being able to move your body, for it being another beautiful day, for a person or a pet, for an opportunity that you have. You can be grateful for multiple things today. So if multiple things are coming to mind, take a moment to revel in that feeling of gratitude and allow that feeling to guide you through the rest of your day, extending positivity to every experience that you have. And then as you're ready, start to wake up your body. Maybe you rub your thumb across each finger pad. You might wiggle your fingers and then wiggle your toes. Roll your wrists and roll your ankles. Move your head from side to side, from left to right. Take one final big stretch. Bring your arms up overhead. Point your toes. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself one more hug. And then gently roll over to your left or your right side, using your underarm as a headrest for fetal pose. Shavasana pose represents the end of our practice, and fetal pose represents the new beginning. Every time we show up for ourselves and we step off of our mats, we leave better connected to our breath and to our body. As you're ready to start your day again, press yourself up to an easy seat, keeping your eyes closed or your gaze soft to the ground. Take a big inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, bring your palms to touch. Exhale, lower your palms down to the space between your eyebrows, your pineal gland. And then bring your hands to your heart center. You can leave your hands here, or you can rest them on your knees. Thank you so much for joining me on my very first mindful movement with the Yoga Lifestyle community. I am very grateful to share this space with each and every one of you. I'm looking forward to many more sessions together. We bow and say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone, and thanks for bearing with my dog. This is new for him, too, so he didn't do too bad, though. But maybe if you have pets that wanted to join you during this mindful movement, you understand. But if not, I apologize. Thanks so much. Have a great day.